Hello everyone, thanks so much for being here with me. I have another pick a card for us. I'm really excited about this one. This is about what do others admire about you, and then I also included some of Spirit's advice at the end. But if you've never done a pick a card, I want to kind of go over how to do that. First, I want to thank everyone that has subscribed to my channel. I've had a lot of new subscribers over the last couple days, which is very exciting. I hope that that continues, and I really appreciate you guys so much. I really, really, really appreciate all the subscribers and the support I'm getting, and I hope that you guys enjoy the content. Feel free to leave me comments or suggestions if you want me to include different types of readings. I would love to cater to your needs, and I'm here for you. If you need anything, feel free to reach out. Thanks again for being here, and I'm going to try to explain kind of how to do a pick a card for anyone that hasn't done one before. What I typically do is I think of numbers 1 through 4, and I let whatever number wants to come through float into my mind. And if you're more visual, because we all think differently, you can focus on the stones and pick whichever one jumps out, or the colors, or the actual visual numbers themselves. But just you can pause the video, take as much time as you need, and I will timestamp everything. So I'm gonna jump over there, and I will see you in your pile selection. Again, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy the content, and I'd love to hear from you. So if you do feel like you need to talk to me about anything, or if you want to leave suggestions, please put that in the comments. I'm happy to read through those and reply to you guys as well. And I hope everyone's doing well. I'll talk to you in your pile selection. Thank you. Hello, Pile 1. Thanks so much for being with me tonight. If you chose Pile 1 or this beautiful stone, these are your messages. This is what others admire about you. And at the end, we'll do Spirit's advice. So right off the bat, Pile 1, what do people admire about you? You guys are extremely successful. And from the outside looking in, it looks like your success comes effortlessly at times. People view you as very capable, very... look at this person riding in on this horse, just very confident, very sure of themselves, very able to kind of, you would be the person they would want on their team. You're a winner. You're able to kind of succeed at whatever you set your mind to. Just very, very capable, very... I keep wanting to say abundant, and that's not necessarily what comes from that card, but I guess, yes, with success comes abundance. Definitely, that's how you're viewed. Also, with this Page of Swords here, you guys are very exuberant, very fun, very enthusiastic. You guys bring the excitement to your friend group or those that associate with you. You're really able to kind of, spice things up, lighten things up. You probably also really love to travel. You might have some Sagittarius in your chart. I'm sure you have some fire in your chart. But you're just very exciting. People want to hear from you. People want to see what you're wearing. People want to see what you're doing. You're also really good with new ideas. You've got this new idea card here. I think when people need a push or a spark of inspiration, they probably come to you, or they try to look at what you're doing to kind of get a new idea or be inspired. You guys really are good with ideas. If they get stuck, or if things kind of slow down for them and they can't figure out what to do next, they might depend on you. This could be friends or family. You have counseling right under new idea. So I feel like people contact you sometimes when they need an idea or how to get through something. Like if they get stuck, they feel like you're the person to go through. River of Blessings is right here. Kind of looks like this person who's counseling is looking right at River of Blessings. To others, it looks like your success comes effortlessly almost. You have effortlessly here. And even if that's not the case, I think some people, maybe people that don't know you very well, but some people look at you and think your success is like a given. It's natural. It effortlessly flows to you. River of Blessings, releasing constraints. People feel like there's not many constraints in your life. Things just roll right to you. And like I said, this may not be true. You guys could go through difficult times. You had Despondence on the bottom of the deck, and you also had Hole in the Soul. So you guys definitely have been through some things. You know how to you've been through these things. You knew how to kind of pull yourself out of them. You were able to successfully pull yourself out of these things. Hole in the soul is usually about very deep wounds. It could even involve inner child wounds. These could be, you know, wounds about abandonment or neglect, or just things that really, really hurt you, just like what it sounds like, hole in the soul. You guys could have been through some really, really tough times that sent you into this type of despondence, but you were able to pull yourself out of those things and succeed. You also have cycles here, which people may see that you go through similar things continuously, whatever that is. And like I said, to different people, it will be different things. But when the way that these cards are setting, this person is looking right at this waterfall, just effortlessly flowing. I feel like people think that you are very abundant, very capable, just kind of lucky. They feel like you're able to do things really easily. They also think that you're extremely wise. You've got wisdom here. You have, it says, have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. People think that you're extremely wise. You're wise beyond your years. Prosperity is right next to that. Whomever picked this pile, people see you as extremely abundant, prosperous. You've got lots of blessings in your life. They think you're very capable, very exciting, very stylish. You're like the it person. It says believe in magic. People think that you kind of know magic because things just work out for you. This says open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the northern lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. I think people really think that you guys are very special. I just thought of magnetic. They're very drawn to you because they want to understand kind of how you are so capable with these things. You also have world energy here. And when I pulled this card, I sort of started thinking like you probably are really eager to help others too, because you are so abundant and you're so good at things. This says the earth is going through a transition of energy and your sensitive body is feeling it. You're not alone, accept the help of others. I feel like you are willing to jump to the aid of others. You're very energetic. Like I said, you make time for others. I'm sure you are very positive. When I look at this card, I always think of turning lemons into lemonade. And I'm sure you probably also pray and you believe in prayer. But from this card, what I'm getting is you guys are very positive. You have a very positive frame of mind. And you're very capable of kind of sharing that with others. You also got go with the flow here. So I feel like, and this says letting go, cleansing, and receiving. You guys are very capable of allowing blessings to come to you. You don't necessarily show to the outside world any worries. It kind of feels like you guys show the outside world this very confident person who just kind of seems like they're the it person. They have it all going for them. Things just flow to them, just like this effortless and then river of blessings. You guys have like this natural, people think you are naturally capable of just pulling things into you. You're also really good at speaking. Not only counseling, but speaking. You're a very good communicator. This says your life purpose involves your skills of oration. It doesn't mean it's your life purpose, but whatever you do, you guys are really good at getting your thoughts across, expressing yourself. People really admire the way that you speak. You're probably very articulate and able to I think you're influential. I just heard that. You're influential. Whoever is taking notice of you, they really do feel like you guys are very knowledgeable, very wise. You have it all together. Let me read this journey card because I believe it has something to do with you guys probably do enjoy to travel or you're adventurous. This says it's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready. When the time comes, pack your passport now. Yeah, I feel like you guys really like to travel. You like adventures. People want to be invited by you, just out, not necessarily even traveling. I'm sure they would like that, but I think people like to be around you. You guys seem very, you're just very uplifting. I feel like people really like to watch your success. Even if they don't say anything, they see that you're so wise. You have all this prosperity around you, this abundance. You're very stylish. I just heard flashy. You might not be. Not everyone in this pile is going to be flashy, but you guys are just very exciting. People want to know what's going on with you. I'm going to pull a couple more cards here. Some of you may not be believing some of this because there may have been in your past, you may have had this despondence and some insecurities that had come up. And it could have been due to some complacency in your lives, but I feel like you guys show the outside world all of this success. Even if this did happen in your past, which it won't be for everyone, that you may not have gone through this, but I do feel like there was some stillness in your past, but you were able to kind of use your perspective and kind of jump into action. You focused on your goals and you were able to kind of switch into this really prosperous, successful person. Just, you believe in magic now, you're able to manifest, you're able to shapeshift, you're able to, shape-shifting just reminds me of somebody that's really capable of communicating with others. You make others feel comfortable with you. You're able to speak to anyone in the room. You can, you're able to understand how to like read the room and how to communicate with those around you. So you're really good at that. And like I said, you have that speaker and that oration. You're just really good with people in general, which makes you really magnetic and people want to be around you. I'm going to pull, you know what, guys? I also feel like you guys do have a very sensitive side. You guys are very sensitive in nature. You're sweet. You are very, you do feel things. I feel like you guys, you know, take things in. You have a sensitive side for sure. And not everyone knows that about you, I think. I think to the, you know, the people that just know you surface level see this very successful person, but they might not know how deep you are and how you can, you know, feel things really deeply. I just want to pull a few more cards here. I'm going to get your Spirit's advice. Spirit's advice for pile number 1, please. Spirit's advice for pile number 1. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna take one more card. Spirit's advice for pile number 1. Spirit's advice, thank you. So you got raise your vibration. So this you could really do this by changing, you know, shifting your mindset and focusing on positivity. And you also got, you are good enough. So sometimes, guys, maybe this is like, maybe you do put on this, maybe it's almost not a facade, but you to the outside world, you do appear very successful, very fun-loving. Like I said, not everyone, what I was mentioning, not everyone sees that really sensitive side. You guys have a sensitive side. And sometimes you probably do fall into this, you know, not feeling good enough. Even though you have all this beauty and success around you, you sometimes have this despondence attitude or these insecurities that creep up. And like I said, it's not going to be for all of you. That's not going to be true of all of you. But just make sure you keep your vibration raised. And how you do that is by being really grateful and by focusing on, you know, all the good in your life. Maybe even doing some chakra healings. There's a lot of meditations online that you can do. But, you know, because you are sensitive, you are a sensitive person. Sometimes you have to make sure that, you know, you're protecting your energy as well, because, you know, when we're sensitive, we absorb people around us. Like I said, I think people come to you with a lot. You guys are really good counselors, really good idea people. People really believe in you, so they might suck your energy a little bit. Just make sure you're protecting your energy, raising your vibration, and constantly keeping attention, constantly keeping your thoughts positive, because sometimes you have this Virgo energy that came up, and Virgos can be really like perfectionists and really pick themselves apart and be really in their own heads. No matter how much success they have, they still, kind of look internally and, look how melancholy she can be, or being down on themselves. Don't let that happen to you guys. You guys really do have all these beautiful blessings and all this beauty around you, all this abundance, all this success, all this, positive, wonderful, energetic energy. It's just sometimes you have to make sure that your self-talk is just as positive, because it's, it's easy to kind of internalize things. Make sure you keep your vibration raised, because like I said, I do think a lot of people come to you. And then if you do notice cycles in your life, maybe they aren't apparent to the outside world, but if things, if you do see things that continuously cycle in your life, try to figure out why they happen and try to correct those things, or, try to figure out if there's something that you need to learn, if there's a lesson in those things that keep coming around to you, and then you'll be able to kind of figure it out once and for all. But you did get that perspective card, so I think sometimes you have to just make sure you're reminding yourself when you get into that mode of like, I don't want to say self-deprivation, but that came to my mind. But I think sometimes you guys have a little bit of a negative self-talk, and then you kind of talk down to yourselves, and then you make yourselves feel a little bit melancholy. Just make sure you're keeping an attention on your thoughts and you raise your vibrations, because you guys are really worthy and successful and wonderful. You're very good at probably everything you do. It's just sometimes you have to kind of reel in your own thoughts and focus on, on those days where it's tough for you, focus on positivity and prayer, because prayer works. Your angels will be there to support you. You also got Divine Life Purpose at the bottom of this deck, and it says, trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. So always trust, trust your gut and trust your inner guidance. You guys are very intuitive. You have increased support here. So the angels want to support you. Your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunities. And then at the bottom of this deck, it says, take time for yourself. So enjoy relaxation activities that nurture your soul. Yeah, I think you guys have a lot of people that are always like watching you, depending on you. You're very capable, so people put pressure on you because you come across very capable, very energetic, very able. You even come across like you don't really have that anxiety or anything. I'm not saying that you do have anxiety, but I do think that you have some negative thinking sometimes about yourself. And so, but you come across very confident. When I first started this reading, I wrote down love and appreciate. So I think people really love and appreciate you that are in your world. But I think also you guys have to just pay attention to what your self-talk is. Make sure you're treating yourself the way you deserve to be treated, because you guys are really spectacular and you do have all these blessings, and you're very, very wise, which is why, and you're very capable, which is why extra pressure sometimes gets put on you, but you're very sensitive and you're very helpful. So you guys need to take time for yourself as well. Thank you so much for being here, Pile 1. You guys are amazing. I hope you're subscribed. If not, please consider subscribing. I would love to grow this channel. Thank you so much for being with me, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2. Thanks so much for being here with me. If you chose Pile 2 or this beautiful stone, these are your messages, and this is regarding what others admire about you. And we will pull some cards for Spirit's advice as well. So Pile 2, I feel like you guys you're really, really hard workers. You're really good at perfecting whatever you work on. You're really, really good at educating yourself when you're working on something, or making sure that you work really, really hard when you're focused on something, especially if it's something that is fulfilling to you, your heart's desires. You're really, really capable of working hard, learning as much as you can. You like to work hard, learn as much as possible about what you're doing. You like to perfect your craft. And you're a really hard worker. You like to put effort into what you are working on. The Queen of Pentacles, she's very luxurious. She's very capable. She's very grounded. This could be a male or a female. It's just the type of energy. She's a great homemaker. She likes to have beautiful things. She likes to surround herself in like the creature comforts. She likes to, take care of those around her. And she's very well set financially. Look, she's just very capable. She is very able to create gorgeous surroundings. She puts a very lot of effort into her appearance and her surroundings. She's very queenly. I mean, there's not much more I can say about that. She's just very capable and she's very luxurious. She likes the finer things in life. And she's a boss. She's really good. And you know what? Right next to that is release all anger. And I feel like people know, the people in this group might have a little bit of a temper, but if you read this card, it says, don't give power to negative words by saying them. Speak from your higher self and make your communications peaceful and loving. I feel like people know that even if you get angry, you still handle yourself with class. I feel like in this group, even when you get mad, you still handle yourself like a queen. You can express your disappointment even when you're angry. You kind of still rein it in and you're classy about it. I do feel like this pile's very busy too. It says magnify your intentions. I think people can tell that you have your hand in a lot of pots. You're very busy. I think you also come across as people that love animals and loves nature. You like to be in nature. You appreciate nature. How teachable are you came up, and also I saw the school card come up in one of these piles too. It didn't actually come out, but I did see it. So I feel like you guys really like to learn. You like to immerse yourself in things when you're creating them or working on them. You're very intelligent. You're very capable of looking, researching. I also feel like you guys have something really fun, some kind of celebration that you're going to or working on for this winter sometime. I think there was an invitation to something, and this says, wait for winter. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. But what I feel like something really fun is coming up for you in winter, or there was an invitation that you had during the winter months. And I also feel like people really anticipate what you're going to wear. I know that sounds silly and it might not be for everyone, but I feel like you guys are really creative with how you look and people get really excited. So like when you're invited to an event, you're really creative with what you wear. You plan it out, you look fantastic, you probably accessorize really nicely. But you're very unique in the way that you create your outfits. You put a lot of effort into everything that involves you and your appearance and your surroundings and your work. You take a lot of pride in what you do. You're also, if you're a mother, you're a really good mother. This card represents, it possesses this tiger energy, this feminine tiger energy, and they're very good mothers. And part of this card is that you're a very good mother. And then you also have this card and the little one here. You may be a parent, a father or a mother, and you're really good at parenting. So you're a really good father or mother, whoever picked this card. That's what people admire about you. It doesn't have to be true, and you don't have to have children in this pile, but this is how people are viewing you, like what they're admiring about you. So this is what people think of when they think of you. But this also is about sensuality, feminine wisdom, and passion. You guys are probably really beautiful, very attractive to the opposite sex, and you really know how to dress in order to kind of like attract the opposite sex as well. You're really good at that. But also, I feel like people feel like you are a hopeless romantic. This card is really interesting because the story attached to the card is that this person Pink had a love of their life, and they like devoted everything to their life to this. Petunia was the love of their life. They devoted everything they did to that person, and that person just up and went away at one point in their life, and they weren't sure exactly what to do, so they went to the sky god just, you know, to figure out like, what can I do? Like, I love this person so much and they're not in my life anymore. And the sky god just basically said, well, Petunia's not capable of love. That, you know, that person was put in your life in order to teach you how much you are capable of loving and how deep your love can be. And then this person had to go, Pink had to go on and discover things about himself that he didn't know before, because of what a hopeless romantic he was in this relationship. He had just put all of his efforts into that. So people may really desire you as romantic partner because they feel like you'd be you'd really cater to your romantic partner. And I feel like that's kind of what this card is telling us. But that could be a facade. I don't feel like you guys actually do that. I feel like you guys are very balanced in the way that you handle your relationships. Balancing masculine and feminine energies came up. It says allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. And I feel like you guys are very balanced, and you're balanced in relationships too, I feel. So regardless of if you're a male or female watching, I do feel like you guys do keep your head on straight. I think it's a facade about the, you know, the hopeless romantic in this card. You may really fall in love, which is fantastic. It doesn't mean that this is what others admire about you. So it doesn't necessarily have to be 100% what is going on in your life. But like I said, you know, people may see you and think that you really cater to those that you love. And then life lessons is here. You can break free from reoccurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessing they contain. So you guys really may have done that. Maybe people have noticed that you've been able to really, this reminds me of a phoenix, kind of rise from the ashes. You guys have really been able to put in really hard work after a completion phase or something ended in your life, and you were able to kind of pick up the life lessons and move forward. Very capable, you know, you're very capable. You're able to take care of yourself no matter, like I said, what gender you are. Very capable, very hard worker, able to put in the hard work, not afraid of the hard work, and you really go after your heart's desires. You're not one to sit back and wait. You know, I just thought of when you're sitting in a canoe. You could sit in the canoe and eventually you'll end up somewhere. You're on water and the water is going to, you know, hit the boat and, you know, pull and push and pull and push, and you'll end up somewhere eventually. You will. But you guys are the kind of people that are going to pick up those oars and you're going to paddle. You're going to paddle. You're going to make it. You're going to do it. You're going to fix it. You're going to be it. You're going to go. You know what I mean? People see you that way for sure. You're also very sensitive. People know that about you. You have a sensitive side to you. And this says you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. But I think people know that about you. You're very sensitive. You also have shamanic journey here, purpose, attunement, and vision quest. In this picture also, this horse is represented here, and just very strong, very powerful, very capable, like I said. And I do feel like you guys have that healing side to you as well. You're very compassionate. You do have this sensitive motherly side, whether you're female or male. You have a side that's very compassionate towards others, and you want to try to help people heal. This is about, you know, this is just a very strong picture when you look at the way that the horse is just, you know, the power that the horse has, and then she looks like she's just very capable of being with this very strong horse and kind of directing where they need to go. But also has that beautiful moon energy behind, which reminds me of the emotions, the sensitivity, the calming nature that is there. Let's see. Also, you had yoga pop up. It says your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. Perhaps you guys really enjoy yoga. Maybe you pay attention to the chakras. Maybe you understand energy. Maybe you just really like to exercise and people know that about you. Maybe you like to exercise out in nature. Maybe you like to get out and people know that about you. I'm going to pull some cards. I wanted to pull Spirit's advice. So Let's get some Spirits advice cards for pile 2. Spirits advice cards. What's Spirits advice for pile number 2, please? Spirits advice for pile number 2. Oop, oop, you got several. Hold on. Let's see what they are. A win-win outcome is in the forecast. Full moon in Libra. Yeah, very balanced. Look at this. You got the scales here. Maybe you guys have some Libra in your chart as well. A win-win outcome is forecast. So you guys do, you like fairness, you are balanced in the way that you view things. This says a new romantic cycle begins. Oh gosh, Libra came up again. Yeah, you guys must have Libra in your chart somewhere. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Got those scales again, guys. And then your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. And Taurus is also, this card is represented by the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But maybe you have Taurus and Virgo in your chart. Also, you're probably ruled by Venus, or you have a strong Venus placement. That's kind of what's coming to me with these. But your dreams need a practical plan. And that might be, maybe people do see that you have a lot of dreams. You have a lot of heart's desires. You have to magnify your intentions. That's probably also, a message. This is Spirit's advice. So these are Spirit's advice to you. Maybe if you do have a lot of dreams, you have to this card says, choose a specific goal to work toward. Your energy is spread out among too many ideas. Please bring your focus back to the key intention and let your angels help. And then this says your dreams need a practical plan. So take on that Taurus energy, that very slow and steady wins the race, this really, hard-working energy, very practical. And with Libra, sometimes if you do have a lot of Libra in your chart, sometimes it's hard to make a set decision, because you guys might go back and forth, and you need to kind of sit down and make things more practical in regards to kind of a methodical approach to whatever you are planning or whatever your plans are. And this could apply to anything. So this is Spirit's advice to you. There's a win-win outcome in your forecast. A new romantic cycle is beginning, and your dreams need a practical plan. So take on some of that Taurus energy, and a win-win outcome is in the forecast is beautiful. And maybe there's some romance on the horizon, and like I said, your dreams need a practical plan. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys being with me. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I hope you're subscribed. If not, please consider subscribing, and I will talk to you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks. Hello, pile number 3. Thanks so much for being here. If you chose pile number 3 or this beautiful stone, these are your messages about what others admire about you. Pile 3, this is so interesting. What I get from your pile is you have some secret admirers or some people from your past that have walked away from you that are constantly wishing for you. They are wishing for you. Look, wish here and wish here. You got wish wisely and your wishes are coming true, and manifesting or creating. I feel like there's people from your past that kind of secretly walked away from you and left this, went on to fulfill themselves in other ways. They released you, and they're constantly reflecting on it. Now, that's not going to be true for everyone because this is a pick a card, but I do think, and if that's not your storyline, which I think a lot of you that pick this, even if you don't know that that's happening, that's happening. Somebody that walked away from you is really regretting it and wishing that their love life, that they would have done differently, because love life is here. But also, okay, so if that's not your storyline, but still, I do really think that that is. You guys may have some secret admirers too. I mean, in general, a lot of secret admirers. People that have thoughts, about you and don't say anything. But also, this could also be about people feel like you're really secretive and that you're able to really shield yourself from things, and you know, that you enjoy solitude. And you might really do that, but this is what people kind of view you as and what they admire about you. But I feel like if you did have somebody that walked away from you in your love life, they continue, you know, they have these, it says unnecessary worries, but I feel like it says release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. I feel like people are stuck on you and they actually pray about it, like to release the continuous worrying or thinking, trying to manifest. And, you know, this person's a shaman. You're also probably very creative, this pile. That's what people admire about you. But that's what's really coming up. There's like a lot of, I really feel that way. I really feel that way. Yeah, I do. This pile, guys, somebody's stuck on you from your past, or maybe multiple people. Could be multiple people have like secret desires. They're like trying to watch you, but your back's turned. You don't care for them anymore, is what I feel. But also, I think you guys are just, when I pulled this, guys, and even if you're a man watching this, you guys are just very pure. You know the feeling that you get from watching, like when I saw this, I thought Disney princess, like just very pure, very beautiful, very good looking, very handsome. Let's say Disney princess or prince, either way. Just very pure intentions. And this came out after, but that's what I thought when I pulled this. Just very sweet, very loving, very kind, very compassionate. Passion is here. I think, you know, like I said, I think a lot of people desire you passionately, but you are very sweet. You really care about other people. In this card, what the fable, you know, what the story is about this card is this woman, she really is, you know, wealthy. She's wealthy from a wealthy family. She may even be a princess, but she's wealthy. She doesn't have to work, but she follows her passion, and her passion is to read to elderly people that are in like nursing homes and things, but she does it just because she wants to. It's not because she has to. She's independently wealthy and she doesn't have to earn money. But honestly, guys, in this pile, you guys are just very beautiful, but there's people that want new beginnings with you. Guys, they might even be like, this is intense. They might even be like trying to cast spells, and it doesn't have to be, it's not that deep. It doesn't have to be like, nothing to be scared of, guys, but like trying to manifest you, like trying to manifest you. This says invocation ceremony, but like that's what I saw when I thought of this. Or maybe even like, you know how people look up on YouTube, like, you know, words, or trying to manifest a text, or you know what I'm saying? They're really trying to manifest a new beginning with you guys. They really view you very beautifully. They think you're very pure, very innocent, very sweet, very kind. They have a lot of passion for you. But I do feel like justice has been served. I feel like something in this situation kind of balanced out. You guys showed the strength that you needed to in this circumstance, and it balanced out. You got your justice. I don't want to say karma, but cycles is here. And, you know, they probably see you. This says circle of eternal joy, timeless dance of life. They probably see you very happy. Self-love. You probably, ooh, I just heard glow up. You guys had a glow up. Yeah. You poured self-love into yourself. And you have like this is how they view you. You have this circle of eternal joy. You have released the situation. You probably have harmony in your life now. You guys might really love music too, and you might be really good at either creating music or singing, or maybe you guys are very talented with your, you know, maybe you're musicians, or maybe you're really good, or maybe you just really love music. But yeah, guys, that's what I'm getting from this. I really am. I'm getting that from this card. I mean, from this pile. This says fearless removing obstacles. I think that's how you guys ended up dealing with your life in general. You just fearlessly, you know, busted through your obstacles. They may not have thought that you'd be able to do that. Maybe they thought that wasn't going to happen, or you would be stuck. but that didn't happen. And now you're in this idyllic times, the garden paradise. That's how they view your life. And look at, they're getting impatient. They're like reaching out. They want to reach out, or they are getting impatient. They want to do something about it, but I don't know if they will. This isn't saying that, and I don't think you have to focus on that anyways. This is just, this is very interesting. And shield yourself, like I said, was here. Invoke protection to bring this situation to a speedy recovery. This is what people admire about you, though. I think that you do shield yourself. You've kind of cocooned yourself from this situation, and you don't let it bother you anymore. This says new or renewed romantic love is here for you. Like I said, I really feel like someone from your past thinks about you, wishes for you a lot. And if it's not someone from your past, you guys have a lot of people, like secret admirers, that wish they could be with you. Love life, wishes coming true. This says, what your heart has been longing for is getting closer each day, and wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desires and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. So if it's not people doing this, this is what people admire about you. They think that you have a lot of love interests that wish for you. And you have a lot of self-love. You have very pure intentions. You're very beautiful. You're able to kind of release things when you need to. You're very creative. You also very much take care of yourself. You're able to kind of make a plan and step out when you need to. Like, you know, even in secret, if you need to, you will go out. You will go get what you're for your fulfillment. If you feel like there's a missing cup, you're gonna go get it. If you feel like you need to exit the situation, you're gonna do it. If you need solitude, you're going to take it. You don't mind being alone. Yeah, guys, I want to pull some other cards because I've been pulling Spirit's advice cards, so I'm going to pull some Spirit's advice cards for pile 3. What is Spirit's advice for pile 3? Oop, hold on, guys, here we go. Expect powerful change. Ooh, you guys have some changes on the horizon. New moon eclipse, that's Spirit's advice. So that's what Spirit wants to tell you. Expect powerful change. Ooh, guys, look. Believe in the impossible. That's beautiful. These are Spirit's advice cards, not what others admire about you, but that's beautiful. That's so nice. Wow, and right under that was prosperity lies ahead. And you also had, look, that idyllic time. So something beautiful is coming. Expect powerful change, believe in impossible, and under that was prosperity lies ahead. I love that. Beautiful. I'm going to pull a couple more Spirit's advice cards for pile 3. What are Spirit's advice cards for pile 3? What are Spirit's advice cards for pile 3? Spirit's advice cards for pile 3. Thank you. Earth and ground. So you might need to focus on kind of grounding yourself a little bit. Just make sure that you practice those things if you need to. Just kind of grounding yourself and just feeling the attachment to earth, feeling that you are connected to earth, to kind of ground yourself at times when you need to. And just look at the power coming up from the earth. So just make sure you're able to kind of ground yourself. Perhaps when these changes come, or when the believe in impossible, that's really interesting. I also feel like you guys, this came up reverse. I also feel like you guys like peace. You don't like fighting or arguments. You try to kind of remain very peaceful. That's why you kind of sneak out when anything comes up. Like, you don't like, let me look at this other deck. Oh, here. Oh, guardian angel. So you have a guardian angel with you. You're being watched over, which is beautiful. And then ask and receive was under that. So make sure you can ground yourself. Ask for help from the angels, your guardian angel. Ask and receive. Ask for help from your guardian angel. You have a guardian angel. That's beautiful. I love that. But yeah, guys, I think great things are coming for you. And I do really feel like you have people that have released you from your past that reflect on the situation all the time and think about it. They, they wish things were different. And if this, like I said, it's going to be different for others watching this, but it also could be secret admirers. But either way, that's a very similar message. You guys have a lot of people that desire you in the romantic sense. So that's your message, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you on my channel. And if you like this type of video, please give it a thumbs up so that I know what type of content you guys enjoy. And I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks for being with me, pile 3. Take care. Hello, pile 4. If you chose pile 4 of this beautiful stone, these are your messages. And this is about what others admire about you. So pile number 4, you guys are really capable, very ambitious, very, you know yourself very well. You feel very comfortable in your own skin. Whether you're female or male, the Queen of Wands is very feisty, very fiery, very, she's a go-getter. She knows what she wants and she gets it. And you guys could be very busy, juggling a lot. Your focus could be, put on a lot of different tasks. You have to keep a lot of balls in the air. You're probably very busy. These are some of the things that people admire about you. You guys really have a lot of passion. You got passion twice. So maybe you're following your passions or you have a lot of passion in general. And I want to talk about something. Something may have happened, or some people may see that you have really been through a lot and you were able to you have blessed your heart here. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. And you have forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. And then you have opening your heart, and this has to do with like the heart chakra and she's kind of blocking her heart here, or holding, covering her heart. It says deep connections, water blessings. I don't know exactly what this is, but this could have been many number of things, because there's going to be a lot of people clicking on the video. And also, this is what people admire about you. So it's not necessarily verbatim what has gone on in your life, but it's what people think and what people admire. So I feel like you guys, whomever picked this pile, some people know that you guys have been through some things. You have power over difficulty, reclaiming your power, kind of rising above. Look at the snakes in this card. So maybe some people are aware that you dealt with some snakes in your life, or dealt with something that was a bit of a wake-up call in your life. This could have been, now this is going to be past. It already happened. This could have been something like, I'm just going to give some examples. Perhaps someone in your love life was like juggling 2 people. You would already know if that already happened. This could be like kind of feeling like someone didn't prioritize you. This could be like, I'm saying that because there's 3 people in this card. This person's juggling 2 things. There's 3 wolves in this card. There was something else that come together was here with a bunch of people. So like, if it's a relationship thing that had happened in the past, it could have been like you felt kind of betrayed, or like you weren't being prioritized properly and it really hurt you and you had to forgive and kind of move forward. Power over difficulty. You had a wake-up call in the situation, and maybe sometimes you protect yourself a bit. It says take off your mask or masks. Sometimes you protect yourself a bit in order to kind of move forward and open your heart again. But ultimately, you do have infinite abundance here, and that was at the base. So you're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine purpose, and maybe you guys found your passion after whatever this was. So if this wasn't a love relationship that did this, or that made you feel this way where you had to forgive, it could have been something to do with family, because you got the ancestor and generations. It could have been a family situation. And look, I noticed the snake again. Maybe someone mistreated you or didn't prioritize you properly in a family situation, or something came up where, in a family setting. This says fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. Maybe you felt like this says world energy. The earth is going through a transition of energy, and your sensitive body is feeling it. You're not alone. Accept the help of others. Maybe there was a circumstance where you were just juggling so much in a family situation, but you just felt like you weren't getting the help that you needed. Like maybe it was time for you to ask for help and people weren't helping. Or simplify your life is here. You've had so much going on that you're spread too thin. This has to change now so your vitality can recharge. So this could be multiple different things, but whatever it is, people see that you have a lot going on. You were having to kind of, keep a lot of balls in the air, and you were going through something that, affected your heart space, and perhaps was a wake-up call, but you had the strength to get through it. That's what people admire about you. And you came out on top. You're the Queen of Wands. She's so passionate, so fiery, so capable. She knows who she is. She's just very confident, she's a go-getter. She knows what she wants and she gets it. She's got a lot of passion and she expresses that passion. She doesn't wait for things. She kind of just takes the bull by the horns and takes care of things. Prosperity is here. They see you as very prosperous now. And I feel like you guys, like whoever picked this pile, people know that you've gone through a lot and were able to kind of overpower whatever it was. You were able to rise out of that difficulty. And, now you have this summoning power, instinct, intellect, and control. You guys now know who you are. You stand tall and proud, and you're able to move forward. Very intelligent, very smart, very capable. Like, look how powerful she is. She's kind of controlling these two wild wolves here with no fear. You guys kind of came out on top. You are able to follow your instincts now. People admire that about you. You're probably very powerful, very strong. Like I said, you're a go-getter. Queen of Wands. She's one of my very favorite cards in the deck, just because she's so ambitious, she's so feisty, and she knows what she wants. She's very smart too. She's very inspirational as well. And she also has a touch of, like, with this black cat here, it just always reminds me of a little bit of that mystical side where she's intuitive. She's able to follow her instinct. Oh, instincts. Yeah, she's very intuitive. So they see you as very capable, very passionate, a go-getter, very able to balance these, juggle multiple things. You're able to kind of keep lots of balls in the air. You're probably able to, like, get people together and, like, assign them to the right tasks as well. So that's what people admire about you. You guys are really capable, really passionate, really able to kind of take care of things and make sure the balls stay in the air. Very good at following your natural instincts. You're forgiving when you need to be. You're able to overcome difficulties. And you guys have been through a lot. Like I said, you are able to, reach out and ask for help when you need it. And you have this infinite abundance. So people see you as very abundant. And they see, I think that this kind of means that they feel like they see the authentic you. This says, take off your mask. I feel like your authenticity shines through. She definitely knows who she is. And like I said, I feel like they think that you've been through a lot and you were able to kind of overcome it. Power over difficulty, reclaiming your power. Now you stand in your power. You stand strong in your power. and you're very capable. I also want to pull some cards. I wanted to get Spirit's advice cards for this pile. So Spirit's advice for pile number 4, please. Spirit's advice for pile number 4. Spirit's advice for pile number 4. There we go. Spirit's advice for pile number 4. Thank you. Meditate and contemplate is Spirit's advice. And then you also got listen deeply. Something wants to come through to you guys. Make sure you're touching into that spiritual side. Look, that's so interesting because I mentioned with that black cat that she's very intuitive. You guys have some downloads that want to come through. Meditate and contemplate and listen deeply to what, look at this. It's like a spirit being kind of wants to bring you information. Kind of sit and listen to, oh, look, intuition and downloads. You guys might be getting a lot of downloads and intuition. Listen to what your natural instincts are telling you because they're directing you. And then composure is here. And this person also looks like they're meditating because the way that they're sitting and their palms are up. But, you know, they're also, the sword is here. So maybe keep your composure at all times. And you're going to be getting downloads from the universe. Like you're going to be, make sure you're open to your intuition and listening. But try to meditate. Because I feel like messages are going to come through. And also the bottom of your deck says luck is on your side. So not to worry. Everything's going to work out. And then ask and receive. So if you do get into a circumstance where you feel like you need, help on something, make sure you're asking. And it says ask and you will receive. Luck is on your side. Don't forget that. These are Spirit's advice cards. So make sure you're listening to your intuition. There's definitely a message trying to come through. 3 cards that point to that. Meditate and contemplate, listen deeply, intuition and downloads. And like I said, composure is here. Keep your composure. And also he looks like he's meditating. So you guys need to kind of sit in silence and listen to what your actual thoughts are. What is your higher self telling you? What are your angels telling you? And if you feel like you need further information, ask and receive. So make sure that you're paying attention to that spiritual side of yourself. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you guys are subscribed. If not, please consider subscribing and staying with me on my channel. If you enjoy this type of video, please give it a thumbs up so that I know what type of content to create in the future. And I thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this message, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Take care.